Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Ipi and Dami again.
Hey, hi. Good to see you again. We're getting consistent now.
Yeah. So,
We're continuing our parenting on purpose, right?
yeah.
Last time we were just kind of introducing what we feel like we've been led to talk about at this moment. Because, of course, delving into the whole thing of being parent of three, it's a topic that's really just key and important to us right now in this season, because we're talking about parenting on purpose and we're walking it daily right now. And last time we kind of talked about parenting on purpose and how really you can't wing it. You cannot. That's what we've learned. You cannot wing this parenting business. None of us got any real training, which means it's down to you as a couple to kind of do the work to learn what works for you.
Yeah.
But with that, you have to have a plan. Once you've kind of discovered what works for you as a person and what works for your partner, you have to come together and merge those together into what works for us.
Yes.
And develop a plan that you're going to then action in raising your children. Otherwise, we've seen some messes.
Oh, yeah.
And really, what we're hoping is that we can kind of share our journey so that we can save someone else from having a mess.
Yeah.
Really. So that was last time. We're like, please parent on purpose and have a plan. Don't wing it. Today we're talking about being present, really, as part of this parenting on purpose. There are so many things in our world that would just kind of fight for our attention.
Oh, yeah.
So really, you have to be purposeful in being present in your children's life, in being just not just there in terms of time or whiling away time, but being present. And I think you have like a quote in what we mean by being present.
Yeah, it's, when we talk about being present, it's being present in your children's world right now, so that when they grow up, they can invite you into their own world, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's, and you're talking about the 10, the teenagers, you gotta have to do it.
Every
properly.
stage.
Oh, yes. You know, and they will know and they will invite you into their world, because that's just the way it is. I would say right now, if we go back,
that's what I was saying. Just right down laughter.
Yeah. So for those watching, how many of our parents invited themselves when we were younger into our world? You know, I'm not trying to say that they didn't invest what they invested in us, they did. So, but I'm talking about inviting themselves into our world.
Like purposefully entering our
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
seeing it from our perspective.
Yeah. That when you grow old and you get married, they want to now enter your world.
It's a bit too late then, isn't it?
Yes.
It's almost
Then-
too late.
Then you get married and they say it's your spouse that is that is causing it. No, you know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna leave that one.
No, but it's the truth.
Perhaps it
It's
does,
the
of course. It
truth.
does
It's
happen.
the truth. You guys are laughing. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Maybe they're not like but really, what we're trying to say here, I mean, from what you said, is as part of parenting on purpose, and we're talking about being present, we're saying just don't say I gave you my time, but you have to do it on my terms, or what I as your mother, or I as your father, what I do. No, we're saying actually if you want to be present in your child's life in the way we're at least talking about, we're trying to live daily, it's actually being present by entering their world, being present by just trying to look at it from their perspective rather than this perspective from the adult viewpoint that has perhaps forgotten what it is like to be a 3-year-old, or what it is like to be a 1-year-old, or what it is like to be a 6.5-year-old like we have. It's entering their world with them now at the stages that they are in the 1-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, the 6-year-old, I don't know, the teenage stage. It's entering their world then, so that when they're older and you cannot necessarily invite yourself into their world, they actually invite you. They bring you into their world. It's what we're talking about. So being present, really, it's not on your terms when you're that, but kind of on their terms, entering their world. And in doing that, really, you have to put in the effort.
Yes.
Oh God,
yes.
it does not just happen naturally sometimes or easily sometimes. You have to put in the effort, and sometimes it's a lot of work. Sometimes you're tired, but you still have to, through gritted teeth, be like, I'm going to connect with this child. It's putting in the effort to connect whilst you're present with this child. Because really, again, you can be present in person. Like mommy is at home from work, but mommy's not connecting. Mommy's on her phone, or mommy is just cooking and sending the kids out of the kitchen. Or mommy's just not finding opportunities to connect with those kids. So we're saying you gotta have to be mindful and do the work to actually be present. You have to put in the effort, and it does take work. We're not gonna disregard the fact that what we're talking about is not something that just happens. It's something that you really do have to put in the work. Like some of the practical ways that we do it is trying to be present and connect with them is just what seems mundane. We do it together with them. Like you will do the vacuuming and bring them into it. And now it's part of the things they look forward to. My little daughter, who's only 3.5, will be like, on Saturday, so we do the cleaning of our house on Saturdays, and normally, typically, she wants to cook with me. So she would normally be cooking with me downstairs, making breakfast. We make a big deal of breakfast on Saturdays. So she would normally be making a pancake or waffle with me or something. But the minute she hears the vacuum, she'll tell me, Mommy, I'm going to vacuum my room with Daddy. Because it's something that they do together now. And our son, the same thing, he likes to cook with me. So on Saturdays, we would traditionally start to cook together. But those kids, once they hear their father kickstart that vacuum, you better believe I'm going to be abandoned. I'm going to have to finish making that breakfast. They're going to be off to vacuum with Daddy. And it's because we've kind of made it fun for them. We've used it as an opportunity to connect with them. So what is a normal kind of boring house chore, we made it fun for them. Doing the laundry,
it's another one.
Like they love to do it because we found ways to make it fun for them. Piano class, it's like that's a daddy and son thing now, and they absolutely love it. Now playing piano is something our son wants to do. In order for Daddy to be present, Daddy entered his world and does the piano class with him. So it's like, I will get home free. Son is learning piano, Daddy's learning piano, and they're doing it together. And it's so cute to see them do that. To just see you and our son do that together. And this is kind of ways where how we kind of enter their world and find opportunities to connect with them whilst we're present. So we're talking about be present, so at least make time to be there. And then whilst you're there, you gotta find opportunities to connect with those kids.
And another one I would say is opportunity to have individual time with the children.
Absolutely, that is also very important. Because I mean, you've had a few, I haven't had many with them because I've been bringing up the last 9 months. And that was a bit of a challenge.
And they understood.
And they do, because we have conversations with them, right? But you, thankfully, have had the opportunity to have a daddy-son time and daddy-daughter time with our daughter. And you know what? They just absolutely love it. Like, my daughter will be like, oh, I'm wonderful time with daddy. And our son, the same thing. He looks forward to the next daddy and son kind of time together where they're just doing things together. And those are the kind of ways we find to connect with our kids. And sometimes it's not easy.
No, it's not.
You've got examples of how in trying to connect with our kids, you might have to go outside the comfort zone.
Oh yeah, I would say pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. So like for example, for me, I'm not a science person. IT, technology, that's the way I am. However, my son is just extreme sciencey and
very scientific, science mind.
Oh, I'm telling you. I blame you. And that's good. And that's definitely outside my comfort zone. And we're talking about, for example, space, right?
Oh God, that's his thing at the moment.
Many
He wants
things
to be an
about
astronaut.
yeah, he talks about so many things about space, and you're looking at it, okay, and sometimes you're thinking, okay, yeah, I got it. So he's asking questions. So okay, let me go. I check the internet because I know I don't have the answers.
You gotta do the research,
yeah.
right?
And I come back to him and say, yes, I did the research. This is it, A, B, C, D, E. So he's looking and saying, okay, Daddy doesn't know it. However, he's taking the time and the effort to go on the internet to go and look,
learn.
and learn, and come back to him, and we can do things together. So if you do have that opportunity and you take that time, your children will see that you are making that time, because obviously I no need to I ensure to make sure that he is aware that we take that time to
Yeah, I think we do have both the children.
yeah, let me stop it.
So
Mommy and Daddy are almost done.
we
Can you give us 2
because we
minutes?
wanted to we finished the thing. Should we watch one more?
So this is what we were talking about, screen time or no screen time. So they got 1 episode each, and now they're coming to beg for more. But whilst we're still recording, what do? Yeah, you get 1 more together. Mommy and Daddy are almost done.
Yes, I think we got to say just right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
go.
off you go then. Mommy and Daddy are almost done.
Mom, we should.
Right, so we're parenting on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
The purpose right now is that we have to finish. Right, so part of parenting on purpose is what we've just experienced. So our children just literally came out of their rooms to tell us that the screen time we gave them has run out. Again, we talked about the last time, screen time or no screen time. Of course, we do give them some screen time, but they know how long they're gonna get.
Yeah.
The length of time they're gonna get ran out, and thankfully we have honest children. They came out of their rooms to say, well, Mom and Dad, the time you gave us is up. Can we have 1 more? Because of course you're still recording your video. And for us, that was an opportunity to connect with them, because we could easily pause the video, shoo them away so that we can finish this video. But we don't do that. What you would see is that they proceeded to tell us about it. We gave them 1 more, but then our daughter wanted to tell us a little bit about what she's just watched. And we let them, because that was an opportunity to connect with them, and we're not going to miss that moment, even though we're recording YouTube. So this is what we're trying to share, and it was good that we got that unscripted interruption, which I absolutely like. So we were saying, push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's kind of our final point.
Yes.
You might need to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because the likelihood that you're gonna have children that are exact personality as you are, it might be a little bit slim. You might be fortunate perhaps, but if you don't, then you can't expect the kids to kind of just morph into who you are and your interests. You've got to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone. Like examples, I would put a few videos at the end of this just to show you practical ways. You will find my husband doing Barbie beads and learning about space, building space shuttles and about all sort of stuff, because that's just pushing himself out of the, okay, I'm not a scientist, but I'm gonna learn so that I can connect with my son. Well, I'm not a girl, but I'm gonna learn how to make beads so I can connect with my daughter. And so really, that's kind of the few points that we wanted to just highlight about let's parent on purpose. And as part of that is that we have to be present, and in being present, we do have to find opportunities to enter their world now, so that they can invite you into their world when they're much older. Well, it's been Dami and Ife, and we've had a fantastic opportunity again to share some things with you today. If you like our video, click like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until next time, you're blessed.
Bye. Okay. So.
He's writing, what is this person? Hello, Baba. Hello, Baba. Hello, Baba.
Okay. So number 3.
I can't believe we're on number 3 and we got this good.
Okay, let us continue. That's what we do. Number 3. Okay, let's see, what did you make? Okay. Ooh, okay, can we help you tie your own? Yes, that will help you. Wow, well done. High five. Ooh, high five. Okay.